So my two priorities are to bring transparency and accountability to the legislative process. Accountability through term limits with local leader veto authority. So when a legislator gets to their term limits, if they're not meeting the needs of that community, then they are able to veto them out of the office so they can bring somebody else in that will support their community. And then also transparency through having a taxpayer dashboard. We have to pay our our tax dollars April 15th every year. That information that should be available and accessible as far as how those tax dollars are being spent. And then last but not least is making sure that we have strategies that are actually by the people, that we engage people, that we include them on the decisions that are impacting their communities, that they have input on policies that we actually legislate for their community. So that goes back to being by the people. One of the things that I think is very critical that a lot of communities are struggling with right now within the district and across Texas is growth outpacing our infrastructure. We need to give local leaders more insight, more control over how the communities are growing. We need to give them the ability to pace that growth so it doesn't outgrow infrastructure, and give them input on how those businesses, how those infrastructures, those different things are being developed. So I think relying on local leaders is a big key and a way we need to prioritize that. One of the things that I'm doing right now as I'm campaigning is I'm going around to all of the districts, to all of the cities and the districts, joining the local chambers, joining the local chapters wherever I can. I'm getting involved in the city councils. And in those areas, those venues, you have people that are bipartisan. You have Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, and Independents. So making sure that they have access to me, that I hear them, that they provide input, and being accountable to them. That goes back to my three priorities, is making sure they actually have input into those priorities that we set. And that doesn't just mean just Republicans, that means everybody across the board, and being accountable and responsible to them. Even if we don't agree, at least they have an opportunity to provide that input to me.